It is not just a brand new car, Ivan, that could use a good ceramic coating.
No, I'm Ivan.
I'm Nick.
This is DIY Details. Every car deserves a ceramic coating. This may look like a Grandpa Gold Buick, but under here, something very special.
It is the Joseph Abood edition.
Right, but for the gearhead, it's a 3800 supercharged V6.
The best engine that your money can buy. This is a wonderful, wonderful engine. I love these engines. In my opinion, and in Ward's best engines, this, for the money, is the best engine.
Which means this is actually a collectible classic. It's 20 years old. The Joseph Abood part, yeah, that's nice. It's got a nice interior, things like that. But Road and Track recently said that any GMW body with the 3800 supercharged V6 is a soon-to-be collectible. So this definitely warrants putting a ceramic coating on.
So we need to decontaminate it first.
Right.
Then we're gonna polish it, and then we're gonna lay on the ceramic coating. I say we get started.
Let's go. So all clean on the wheels and tires. And for the younger folks around, these are 16-inch wheels. That was a big deal back in 2003. Now it looks like a truck tire.
As always, I like to give the disclaimer, if you're in direct sunlight, make sure your wheels are cool before you foam our all-purpose cleaner, all clean on the surface. I'll never stop giving you that warning, because if I save one person the scare of well, what happens, Ivan, with hot paint or hot rims, and it's...
You can permanently stain the wheels.
Yeah,
so
that's more about the sun than it is about our chemicals, but just trust us, this stuff works very well because it has to contend with the road.
Right, and all clean is diluted 15-to-1 in the IK foamer. I have 32-to-1 incredible suds about to make some foam. We have the grape goodness of the incredible suds doing its thing. Nick has already started on the wheels. Let me join him on that one.
Yeah, it looks like there must be some kind of protection on this vehicle. I mean, it's a pretty shiny Buick for being 20 years old. Up close, the paint needs some love. It's pretty scratched up, but it has a nice gloss to it already, which is kind of why the Incredible Suds isn't sticking or dwelling. As you can see, it's kind of moving its way down.
Which isn't a bad thing.
No, it's just nice to see somebody taking care of an older vehicle, but it certainly could use a little rejuvenation.
So the owner of this Buick, his vehicles have been featured on the channel before. One of them, a beautiful GTR Godzilla, as its nickname. That's one of his vehicles. Another vehicle that he's had on the channel is a Chevy SS, another very exciting and rather rare car here in the USA. Australians know it as a Holden, but we knew it as a Chevy SS. But in reality, he has those cars, and he confided in me that this is actually his favorite car. Now Nick, so you're putting a bit of iron remover on the wheels. We clean them with the all clean, but a bit of staining left over, so.
Yeah, it's definitely a good time to use iron remover. I use them on wheels most of the time anyway. But sometimes it's good to see what you're working with, see if you need it, and that's certainly a case where it'll go to good use. So Ivan, the two foam method, the thought process here is...
First foam is on, it's taken away the grit that could be on the vehicle, it's taken away all the heavy stuff, and now we're gonna give ourselves a cushion for the contact wash.
I'd say it's quite the cushion, Ivan.
Excellent. Let's build up those suds in that bucket, Nick.
I feel like it's working better if I see the suds.
Exactly. It's just psychological, but at the same time, it looks really cool.
Indeed it does. Oh yeah.
And it's incredible to think that just one capful makes all these suds.
Yeah, what is the ratio you recommend then for your wash bucket? Just one capful of Incredible Suds?
One capful is all you ever need.
If you don't believe it, folks, you gotta try it. So do you have a different mentality when you're washing a vehicle and it's just a maintenance wash versus when you're washing it and you're gonna polish it?
Not at all. In both cases, you want it perfectly clean.
No pressure on the wash mitt.
No pressure on the wash mitt. You're gliding it across the surface. We have the Incredible Suds giving us amazing lubrication.
It's way more fun when you suds up the bucket, isn't it?
Exactly.
Feels so slick to have Incredible Suds on the paint too. It's my favorite way. I love rinseless washing for the utility it provides, but when I've got the time, more than anything, when I'm in a controlled environment in the garage, give me the foam can and Incredible Suds anytime. I know you're a rinseless wash guy.
Yeah, but the suds can be fun once in a while.
I can't tell you one's better than the other either. They both clean amazing.
Yeah, they're both incredible cleaners. They're fun to use, they're easy to use, and they do the job they're supposed to do. Decontamination.
And we're using the bed of Incredible Suds here as our lubrication.
Yep.
And then we're coupling that with our iron remover.
Exactly. So the iron remover is doing its thing, the Incredible Suds is doing its thing, and the decontamination towel is just making it easy, simple, and effortless.
And it's gonna have a lot to contend with. I can feel it here under the towel.
So one spray on the towel, one spray on the vehicle. Oh yeah, there's a bit of grit here.
But the sound of it goes away pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's not, it's there, but it's not heavily encrusted.
If folks have never used a towel like this, they're used to maybe a clay bar. This is a different experience, guys, and you don't need to polish afterwards. That's the beauty of it. If you just wanted to decontaminate your paint and then go ahead and protect it, but it's also a super safe way to prep your vehicle for polishing.
Right. So no pressure whatsoever on the towel. One spray on the towel, one spray on the surface. Deposit your towel where you sprayed. Then think of it one of two ways. You're distributing the iron remover using the decontamination towel, or you're lubricating the surface using the iron remover. Either way, you win.
And I want you guys to focus out there on swapping each side of the towel for a new panel and no pressure whatsoever. And pretty soon you're gonna get a feel for when you've got contamination and when it's gone, when the paint is smooth and when it still needs a few more passes. At first you can kind of hear it, but after a little bit of experience, you'll almost be able to feel it.
And the areas of the most contamination on a vehicle are the roof, the top edges basically, and then also right behind the wheels.
There's no way I would be doing this method in direct sunlight. By that I mean foaming the entire vehicle and just letting it sit like that. I'd be working one panel at a time and I'd probably be using rinseless wash. You can use Incredible Suds in direct sunlight. The only thing is I would be trying to have soft water and just kind of spraying down maybe one half of the car and working in the shade if I can. Or using maybe a time of day, right? Like a morning or evening time to do this if I'm in a sunny climate.
Yeah, noon is not the ideal time to be doing this.
Again, I just use this because I know someone out there is gonna be like, that looks really fun, I could totally do that. And they're gonna go out in direct sunlight because they're so excited when they get our products. And I just wanna save you guys that horror show because it's not our products, it's just the sun. It's really difficult to contend with and you're not gonna believe it until it happens, but if you could just listen to me, because I've been there, done that. I water spotted up a vehicle when I first started detailing using a foam cannon, thinking that I was the exception to the rule. But really, I just hadn't heard anyone warn me about the sun before.
While you're decontaminating, don't forget the glass. It'll make it easier to clean in the future and much clearer as well. And we will be polishing not only the paint, but the trim, the headlights, the taillights, the glass, you name it, everything gets polished.
Oh, this roof is the roughest.
Yeah. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? Have you given us a thumbs up? Have you shared any of our videos to people who could benefit from the videos? If you haven't, now's a great time to do it. And don't forget, leave us your questions. We love your questions. Nick, it's looking decontaminated.
It's feeling decontaminated.
And now, time to rinse it off. Nick, we can put the hose away, we can put the buckets away, and move on to the next step.
Drying the paint.
We're gonna be polishing this, so we're not overly concerned about drying it perfectly. We'll make sure the glass is well dried, and we have the majority of the water off. We have a belief that automotive engineers have a competition to see whose mirror can hold the most water for the longest.
This paint has a nice, what color is it even?
It's a brownish gold.
I kind of like it.
You're showing your age, Nick.
For what it is.
Yeah, it's grandpa gold.
Love that. Love that.
I don't think that was the official name of the color, but a lot of people have come to know it as that.
Grandpa gold.
Sort of a safe color, never really shows dirt.
Right.
So it's a very practical color.
Safe is sexy when you're talking about 20 years old and still going strong. You've got the drying blanket. I've got our XL waffle weave.
And there we have it. Yes, there's a few drips here and there. We're not concerned. So Nick, we're done drying. We've done washing. We've done decontaminating. It's actually looking really good, but I think we can do better.
You mentioned this might be like a grandpa gold.
Yeah.
Which is the perfect candidate for the gold standard polish, about which there is plenty more information right here.